Hi, everyone. I'm Denise Chan, and I'm the host of Changing Minds Film Fridays with Community Access. Changing Minds is a unique storytelling program that uses film as a path toward promoting positive dialogue about mental health among young people and their peers. We have received over 3,000 film submissions from 88 countries around the world. Many of these films are available to view on our YouTube channel at communityaccess.org/Changing Minds channel. And a link to our discussion guide is also available there if you are interested in sharing films and having a dialogue about mental health. As part of this initiative, we also have a weekly discussion series called Film Fridays. And I am so excited to be your host for today's Q&A with Joe Guzzone, who created the film Why Do You Jump? Hi, Joe.
Hello.
So first off, please tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
Yes. Obviously my name's Joseph Guzzone. I'm the creator. I'm one of the co-creators. My other creator, Tyrone Shields, who wasn't able to be here today, but we created Why Do You Jump? We live in New Jersey, but mostly I commute to the city because I'm going to the new school, which for film.
Cool. And what inspired you to create this film? Was it for a school project?
Yes. So it was actually for because funny enough, we made this film when I was 15 years old. Now I'm 20. But yeah, we made it for a our like school film class for Mr. Corey. And yeah, it was just like I think Tyrone initially came up with the idea, and then we just kind of played off of each other, giving some of it like personal experiences and stuff like that, and just kind of snowballed into what it is.
Cool. I really loved how you kind of like cut between two different perspectives in the film. Were they each filmed separately? Like, what was your creative process like?
So what we did was we took our two characters. Obviously, there's the one who's like very like going through it, and the other one who's using kind of their mental health to like do extreme and like breathtaking like things, and how like different they are. What we did, they're filmed I think we actually filmed them right after each other. So we wrote the script, basically like kind of roughly what each person wants like has to say, and then we filmed, I believe, his part first and then my part, and then kind of cut through it in editing.
Cool. Was like one person in charge of the editing, and then like how did that work?
I mean, what we did was we were very collaborative in the whole editing process. Like we spent like hours looking at it and being like, oh no, or like I would say like don't do that, and he would say please don't do that, and we'd go back and forth. But it was very collaborative between the two of us, definitely.
Awesome. So your film's kind of it's summed up by the quote, it's not that you jump, it's the reasons why. So what are some of the themes about mental health that your film shares?
I mean, granted, this was 15-year-old me thinking of
Yeah.
mental health, but I think that kind of the message we were trying to get across is like it's not that you jump, it's the reason why. Like it's never just because you do something, it's the reason why you do something. Like you can do something out of malicious intent, you could do something because you're suffering, you could do something because you think it's very fun. Like someone who goes skydiving, like we don't call them crazy to go skydiving because it's fun, but if they're going skydiving for like to take their own life or something like that, like obviously that's way worse. So it's kind of like even though you're doing the same action, the intent behind it is the most important part, which kind of resonated with me and resonated with Tyrone and obviously other people who have seen the film.
Yeah, and on that note, why do you think film specifically is like a good vehicle for discussing mental health in that way?
I feel like especially at least in our film, it makes it a lot easier to kind of like talk about because I feel like some of those experiences are very easy to relate to. Like, obviously, like a lot of people have been to therapy to talk about their problems. A lot of people have done crazy things they never thought that they would do, like I don't know, like jump off a bridge or go skydiving or like do something out of their comfort zone. And I feel like a lot of people could relate to that and be like, oh, why did I do that? Why did I feel that way? How did this certain event affect me? Like when me and Tyrone for the film we jumped off this bridge, which wasn't super high, but we jumped off this bridge. It was like we didn't feel like it was a feeling of adrenaline and that rush and being like, wow, this was awesome. This was so cool. When in reality, if you tell someone you're going to jump off a bridge, like no one's thinking like, yay, yay, do that, you know?
Yeah, it's just kind of a matter of perspective.
Hmm.
Yeah. So how there's kind of still some like mental health stigma in society. So how do you think filmmaking and storytelling can kind of help like break that down?
I mean, I think personally, um, I hope within like the next few years the stigma just gets lower and lower until it's gone. Because I believe everyone should go to therapy, get help, and like be their best selves. But I think filmmaking is such an important tool because it's how at least us like how humans are able to kind of like look at something, digest it, and then relate to others. Because I feel like the biggest problem with mental health is people who don't really suffer. Like, I believe everyone suffers from it, but the people who don't really suffer, they can't sympathize or relate to those people because they're not going through it. And I feel like film, like if you see it on like TV or you see it in movies and your favorite character is going through this horrible situation, you could be like, oh my God, like I totally understand where they're coming from. I totally get it. Like, and if someone in their life who is also having that same treatment or experience that same thing as their favorite character, they're going to be more inclined to go up to them, talk to them, like be more supportive of it than if someone just comes up to them and basically is having this problem and they're like, it doesn't affect me, so why should I care? Film makes it so that you will care because your favorite character is going through the same thing, or you're constantly viewing it, which I think is very important.
Yeah, yeah, that makes a lot of sense because like I feel like your film, it was very inspiring and the message behind it was really meaningful and actually kind of shifted my perspective on how to like approach suicide prevention. Um,
Mhm.
so yeah, thanks so much for taking the time to chat about it. Do you have any
Of course.
hopes for the future projects you're working on next? What do you want to work on next? Do you have any plans?
Yeah, I mean, I'm an actor first, so obviously, like, I would love to act in more stuff, more films. Currently, I am a student, so I'm like working on a few more projects that hopefully are a lot better than the work I made when I was 15. But yeah, just kind of trying to do more and make more and tell stories that hopefully haven't been told before.
Awesome. I mean, I will say like your 15-year-old self's work already great. So I'm looking forward to see what you work on next. Anywhere
Thank you so
people
much.
can find you to see what projects you're working on?
Yeah, so my Instagram is Joseph underscore Guzzone. You can find me basically on all social medias, so Instagram, TikTok, YouTube under Joseph Guzzone, and that's just Joseph and then my last name Guzzone. So yeah, if you want to support my work, that would be great. But thank you
Awesome.
so much for the interview and your time. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for talking with me. Everyone, definitely go check out Joe's work. And is Tyrone also on Instagram or anything?
Yes. So Tyrone, his Instagram is Tyrone underscore Shields and last name Shields. That's it. And yeah, definitely support his stuff. He doesn't really do film that much anymore, but just give him a follow. It wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, thank you so much. This was a really great conversation. Everyone, definitely go check out the film and support these two. Yeah, thank you so much.